Emily's Journey, Episode 2, New Beginnings and Hidden Strengths. Hello again, friends. Monica here, ready to share the next chapter in Emily's Journey, a story about how even ordinary days can become extraordinary when you face them with an open heart. After returning to her hometown as a teacher, Emily quickly settled into her new routine. Every morning, she walked to the school, breathing in the familiar scent of dew on grass and hearing birds greet the sunrise. She smiled at neighbors, who often waved from their doorsteps, and sometimes stopped by the bakery for a warm roll, just like she used to as a teenager. Teaching was both rewarding and challenging. Emily loved seeing her students' eyes light up when they understood a difficult lesson or when they shared stories from their lives. She remembered her own childhood, the way a few kind words could change her day, and tried to offer that same encouragement to her class. But not every day was easy. Some students struggled, others acted out, and a few seemed determined to keep their distance. One autumn afternoon, Emily noticed a girl named Lily sitting alone in the back row, her head always lowered, books shielding her face. Lily rarely spoke, and when she did, her voice was barely above a whisper. Other students sometimes teased her or ignored her completely. Emily felt a pang of recognition. She remembered being the quiet one once, wishing for someone to reach out. Determined to help, Emily began leaving encouraging notes on Lily's desk. "You're doing better than you think," or "Don't be afraid to ask questions." She paired Lily with kind classmates for group projects and gently drew her into classroom discussions. It was slow at first, but Emily never gave up. At home, Emily often thought of Mrs. Cooper and their long talks over tea. One Saturday, as leaves fell like golden confetti, she decided to visit Mrs. Cooper at the care home. They sat by the window, sipping tea and watching the world go by. Mrs. Cooper listened patiently as Emily shared stories about her students, their worries, hopes, and small triumphs. The older woman nodded and said, "Remember, even a single kind word can grow into something beautiful. You may not see it now, but you're planting seeds in their hearts." The weeks passed, and slowly Lily began to change. She started turning in homework with neat handwriting and colorful doodles in the margins. One day, Lily stayed after class, nervously clutching a paper. "Miss Emily," she said softly, "could you read my story?" Emily smiled and sat beside her. As she read, she discovered a magical world full of adventure and hope, a world Lily had created from her own imagination. "Lily, this is wonderful," Emily said. "You have a gift for storytelling. Would you like to share it with the class?" Lily's eyes widened in surprise, but Emily saw a spark of pride. Over the next few weeks, Lily grew more confident, sharing her stories with classmates who soon cheered her on. Emily's classroom, once filled with hesitation and uncertainty, became a space for creativity and encouragement. But even as Emily celebrated these small victories, she faced new challenges. The school announced a big community event, a talent show, where students and even teachers were encouraged to perform. Emily's students begged her to join. At first, she hesitated, remembering her own nervousness about standing out. Yet, seeing Lily's courage inspired her. With trembling hands, Emily signed up for the show. She decided to perform a reading, one of Lily's stories, with Lily's permission. On the night of the talent show, the auditorium was packed. Emily stood on stage, heart pounding, but as she began to read, she remembered Mrs. Cooper's advice and her students' eager faces. As her voice echoed through the hall, Emily felt her own confidence grow, just like Lily's. When she finished, the applause was thunderous, not just for the story, but for the courage it took to share it. After the show, Lily ran up and hugged Emily, whispering, "Thank you for believing in me." Emily smiled, realizing that sometimes helping others discover their strength helps us find our own. The journey of kindness, she knew, was far from over. And so, as autumn turned to winter, new adventures and challenges awaited Emily, her students, and her little hometown. But that, my friends, is a story for another day.